Now, Alcoa, which is the largest U.S. aluminum producer, reported another quarterly loss, but the shortfall was less than analyst expectations. And Michelle McQuarrie has the details in the kickoff to the U.S. earnings season. Michelle?
That's right, Susan. Alcoa kicking off the earnings season, reporting a loss, but a smaller loss than forecast. Shares of Alcoa closed at $9.46, and they are rallying in extended trading. Now, the loss excluding certain items was 26 cents a share. Analysts were estimating a 38-cent loss. The same period last year, earnings were 66 cents a share. And Alcoa said that sales fell 41%, with the economic downturn affecting most of Alcoa's end markets: automotive, commercial transportation, building and construction, as well as aerospace. Now, Alcoa CEO Klaus Kleinfeld told Bloomberg yesterday that he's very optimistic on aluminium sales, and he does see a recovery in China and in the U.S. Now, so far this year, aluminium has gained in London trading. Alcoa says that the average price of aluminium on the London Metal Exchange was up 9% in the second quarter from the first quarter of 2009, but still a 49% decrease from the second quarter of 2008. And shares of Alcoa are down about 16% year to date. Now, if this after-hours rally that we're seeing lasts through all of tomorrow's trading, then maybe Alcoa has truly turned the corner. For 7 quarters in a row, Susan, the stock has fallen on the day after it reported earnings.
Yeah, you know, Michelle, Alcoa is always closely watched because it's always the first to kick off the earnings season. People are saying, well, what does this tell us for what is to come down the pipeline?
Well, you know, Susan, they say that as go Alcoa, so goes the market. And you're right, people look at it as a barometer. And in fact, analysts at Bespoke actually crunched the numbers. Bespoke looked at Alcoa and the market correlation since September 2001. That's the beginning of the bull market. And they found that more than half of the time, Alcoa was, in fact, the canary in the coal mine, if you will. So if Alcoa was up the day it reported earnings, then there was a better than 50% chance that the market would be up over the next 30 days. If Alcoa stock was down the day after it reported earnings, then there was a better than 50% chance that the S&P would be down over the next 30 days. So we need to keep an eye on Alcoa and see how it does tomorrow. And also keep in mind that Alcoa was in fact cash flow negative for the 7th time in the last 9 quarters. In other words, it's been a really long time since Alcoa put together back-to-back quarters of positive cash flow. So despite this better than expected earnings report, the overall health of Alcoa, not so good, Susan.
Yeah, still a negative cash flow, but it's done a lot to try to weather this financial crisis and the global recession, Michelle.
It's done everything from slashing jobs to trimming dividends. But, you know, the real problem here, Susan, is the price of aluminium. We have excess production capacity and stockpiles, and they've risen 89% this year. That's kept aluminium's price little changed this year. Now, compare that with a 53% gain for copper and a 28% increase for nickel. So overall, aluminium producers were still, you know, jury's out on that one. Still a tough run for them, Susan.
Yeah, I say aluminum from North America. Okay, Michelle, thank you for that update. That's right. That's harder for me. Thank you,
Tomato,
Michelle McQuarrie.